Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Friday, happy second recording. I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as seasoned. I got a word for you. Tap in. In fact, I have a download from the Nature Trail. A couple of things I wanted to share. Some of these, if you follow me and you listen to most of my recordings, then some of these things may sound repetitive, but that's for a reason. That's for a reason. Two things. This is finally your time. And the second is one thing that you do not want to do right now. In fact, some people are already experiencing the wrath. But one thing that you do not want to do right now, and it can be very, very dangerous, is to play with the chosen ones. We'll explain. Let's start there, and then we'll talk about it's finally your time. Okay, so you would have to be under a rock if you can't feel that we're in a spiritual shift. Now, ultimately, there's a number of ways that we can compare what's being shifted, but what I'm speaking about right now is good versus evil. Point blank, period. Good versus evil. Many of you guys have came through seasons where you are being tested, and some of you guys even question, maybe even giving up on your faith, because it seems like the evil was getting ahead, and here you are truly trying to do the right thing, and it seemed like you were getting nowhere. Here you are moving from a beautiful heart posture, chosen ones, and you're truly trying to be genuine to help people, and these very same people betrayed you, they hurt you, they manipulated you, they schemed, they scammed, they lied, they backbite, just what people do. And then you started to question if it's even worth it, because it looks like the evils, it looks like they're, and here you are, right? You're not perfect. We ain't that cute, boo. But here you are trying to really, and it's like, the first shall be last and the last. I'm pausing because I feel like this. I think I'm going to just go ahead and just kind of intertwine both topics, because I feel like that's where it's going. We'll see. You were always covered, right? When you encounter these evil folks, narcissists, evil folks, you were always covered, but it didn't feel like it, because it feels like they still had leverage to torture you, to hurt, harm, betray, and do what they do. But all along, God was training you through this process. Why do you think the chosen ones in general, all through life, I have not met a chosen one yet who haven't been through some kind of hell all of their life in one way or another? All of that was preparation. All of that being misunderstood, that rejection, that abandonment, the bullying, the torturing from narcissists and things, everything, right? All that stuff prepared you. It trained you. Now, it didn't feel like that within those times. It felt like God forgotten about you. But really what you're discovering now that you're in this season, this wonderful season that many chosen people are in, there is no way in the world you could handle the things that you're currently dealing with and handling, or the next level in which God is about to shift you. There is no way in the world you could be stewarding things and handling things from a kingdom mindset if you did not go through all the fire you've been through. So God didn't cause it, but he allowed it to shape and form you so you can be able to handle these things. Why do you think people, well, I'll speak for myself. Why do you think people say things like, and I'm sure it's many of you, but they say things like, how do you do everything you do? Like they're looking at you in amazement And they're trying to figure out, like, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. I think particularly that will maybe be more so less the people who are in your everyday life, because they kind of see more of what you do other than just social media individuals who just kind of get bits and pieces of your life. But people who are around you, like who really know you, they feel like, how do you do everything you do? You work, you're into purpose and calling, you're doing this, you're traveling, you're da-da-da-da. You don't even look tired, you're always full of energy when you do it. All of that is grace. All of that is grace. And it's also because we've been trained through the fire, and God have built us to be able to handle and store things from a kingdom mindset. So it felt like torture, but it really was training. So God allowed it. It had to happen. Now on the flip side, even though he used it for our good, that does not mean the people who've afflicted you in whatever way get away. So even though it seemed like they've been getting away all this time, God is, listen. I was on a call just now with one of my partners, and they're just telling me how someone donated to their ministry and how they're out just blessing people today. God is moving, and he's moving swiftly. This is truly the season of the saints. This is truly the season of the underdogs. This is truly the season of the chosen one who has been afflicted, who've been hurt, who've been harmed over and over. People have taken advantage of you. You've regretted your big heart. All you wanted to do was serve and be a blessing. This is your season, and things are folding and happening supernaturally. Like blessings are chasing us down, but you must be in a part. Please, guys. When my spirit get like this, I have to give it to you the way my spirit feels. It's urgency. You got to get to the secret place. You got to remove your distractions. It's a must. It's a must. I told you guys last week, I just canceled a 2-week, postponed. Oh my goodness, honey, I was so excited to go. But no, we are called to and I will, but God willing, we are called to the secret place right now. It's urgent. There's so much intricate detail, and it's literally details. It's things that we can't get just in our everyday movement because we're just too busy. We're too distracted. When I went to the nature trail this morning, oh my God, the details are so, they're so intricate. It's things that other people won't understand because it's specifically for you. It's a specific instruction. It's go here, don't go here. Go at this time. If you run into this, go this way. It's strategic details, but you must get to the secret place. You must be in alignment to really tap in to this overflow and the abundance that God is ushering out. These evil folks, the system is being dismantled. This stuff got to go somewhere. Where's it going to go? It got to go somewhere. We're in end time kingdom assignments. So God is trying to find people who are in alignment to do his will. His will. This is total surrender right now. Seriously. Truly. Total surrender. I have so many different invitations to do so many different things for my birthday this weekend. I mean, things that... Whoo! But no. You know when it's time to go. It's sacrifice. It's obedience over emotions. The enemy is trying to get you out of position. You're going to meet this person at the very time the enemy is trying to get you out of position. That phone call is going to ring, and it's going to only ring once. And here you are somewhere on the plane. I don't care if it's first class. I don't care how beautiful the view is. The enemy is trying to get you up out of place. You have to be spiritually sensitive right now to know what the Holy Spirit is doing and saying. There's no way. We're too distracted. You got to get to the secret place. We got time to play later. We can play when we get there. Right now, it's obedience over emotions. And you can feel the shift. You can feel the spiritual excitement. You know God is doing something. You know He's moving. This feeling is not the same. It's been 8-9 months ago, honey. We've been all depressed. We've been all like... Those folks who've hurt and harmed you, God is currently dealing with them. Now, this is not something you want to cheer about, right? God is currently dealing with them. You may know and you may never know, but hear me and hear me well. God is dealing with them in different ways. Some are going through the season of wrath, where God have snatched everything and put them on their face. Some that can be narcissists. Every single person that they turned against you, or they had people looking at you side, those very people are now abandoning them. The people see them for who they are, and the people don't even want to be bothered with them. They're finally seeing for themselves all the torture you had to go through, because now the narcs are torturing them. Another way He's dealing with them is God is allowing them to know they messed up. Meaning, if they hadn't screwed up and they had still been in your life right now, they would literally potentially be on this next shift with you. Meaning, they would be under your umbrella of favor, so they can tap into your blessings. But no, God is strategic. He allowed them to burn you. He allowed them to hurt you right now in this season, so they can't come to the next shift. He exposed them for truly who they are, because you in that beautiful heart would have took them. But He's moving too swiftly. This is why He's exposing people. He's moving too swiftly. Now, we got free will. You can make your head hard. You can make your head hard. You can bring them along. He done told you to block them. You can take them along. Do what you do. Just understand that we can't be playing out with grace at certain times when God have been patient over and over and over, and He's telling you, I'm trying to really save you. You can't even see it. Your heart is too beautiful. Your spirit is too pure. You can't see. This is a whole demon. This is a whole warlock. This is a whole witch. This is a whole narcissist. You can't even see it. You're going based on this beautiful sensitivity, this pure spirit, and this beautiful heart of yours. You're not tired of being dragged to the point where you know now you got to let God lead? Have God not shown you that the majority of people in this world are straight wolves? He've exposed them. Now, some of you guys, including myself, obedience over emotions, when He exposed things, you're very obedient to follow His instructions, regardless of what you want. Job well done. Job well done. There are some who are still struggling, respectfully so, because maybe you're still in a very difficult season where your spiritual tank is empty, so you're really struggling. This can look like a season of grief. This can look like a season of heartbreak. God is patient with you there. There's grace to cover you. You gotta be spiritually sensitive to know when He says, all right, you had enough time. Take my hand. Let's get back up. But those of you who are just blatantly hard-headed, and I mean you are stubborn. Now, I don't know if anybody's like that, because I think chosen people are, well, I don't know. You're just blatantly stubborn And he has been clear. Seriously, he has been clear. He put his foot down. He told you, and you're just making your head hard. Listen, we got free will. He just gonna let you do what you do, but you're gonna miss this shift. You're gonna miss every blessing that you honestly you deserve because of everything you've been through. But he is not going. Oh Jesus, he is not going to release certain blessings, especially major blessings, when you have the wrong people around you who will participate in enjoying those blessings. Make it make sense. If it's God's properties that you're stewarding, you're only a steward of his blessings. If it's all his, make it make sense why he would release something to you who deserve it for a straight warlock or witch to participate in it. Make it make sense. It makes no sense. So he'll hold it back from you and then bless somebody else. Somebody else who's in alignment. Somebody else who knows it's obedience over emotions and ready to put this work in. Oh, it's fire. Don't get it twisted. Or it's super hard. Don't get it twisted. Be in my position this weekend where it's your freaking birthday weekend and you got calls upon call. Fly here. I'll get you a ticket now. Come here for 2 weeks. Everything paid. And you know you deserve the vacation. You know it. But you said, shut it down. Tap in. That's discipline. That's discipline. It's discipline and it's training for the next level. It's wisdom to know the enemy is trying to get you up out of place. You will enjoy yourself once you get there. Whenever you get there. But now ain't the time. Tap in. So for those who've harmed you, they're being dealt with in whatever way. God's dealing with them. And they know it. But to those who may be currently, which ain't none of you, these are the chosen ones, but whoever, we know everybody who's listening is not chosen. But to those of you who are currently anticipating, you got some plots and scheme in your mind right now, trying to plot on the chosen one who got a great heart, and you're trying to lie and scheme and scam and come up with all kind of scenarios to like play with them right now. Like, you know what you're doing. You know you're lying. You know you're manipulating. You know you're playing out with people. This is a very dangerous time. I'm just going to be honest. It's a very, very dangerous time. Here's why. We've always been covered. This is why the chosen ones have taken all kind of hits, hurts, betrayals, etc. But you're still in your right mind. You're covered. Because truth be told, some of the hits that the chosen one have taken on this journey, you really shouldn't even be in your right mind. And we're going to be honest. You shouldn't even be in your right mind. You always were covered. But he was allowing those afflictions to build you. But now that you're built, still got a long way to go, but you get the point here. You're solid enough now where he's about to shift you into higher rims. Anybody who tries you, they are interrupting the end time assignments. So now it's not about you. It has always been about you per se, but now is more so less about them interrupting what God is going to have you doing. And that's dangerous because they're playing with God. They're playing with your assignment, your purpose, and your calling. They're playing because when they afflict you, what happens? You get hurt, you take a fall, you take a setback. That's time to recover. So they're really interrupting God's plan and God's timing that is moving with urgency right now. That's a dangerous place to be. If you're a grimy person, if you're an evil person, if you just got that manipulating spirit, and that the best bet you can do right now, if you can't do no good, the best bet is just to stay out the way. Meaning you're doing no good, but you're doing no harm. Just stay out the way. This ain't the time right now to be playing out with people who are in alignment with their purpose and their calling. This ain't the time to play with people that God is truly trying to build. He's exposing to them their purpose, their calling, these visions, and he's really working on them. They may be in the season of healing. They're trying to heal, and here you come to set them back again, because here you are afflicting hurt and harm among the very vessel that God is trying to heal for his end time assignment. Play with it. Play with it. Play with it. Play with it. That's a dangerous place to be. Just stay up out of the way. If you have a cruel heart, just stay up out of the way. Ain't no harm in that. Just stay up out of the way. Stay to yourself. Go play in some dirt. Stay. Y'all, flesh be kicking in every now and then. All right, let me jump really quickly on this is your season. Listen. Now, I've already kind of intertwined the both, but truly, those of you who've had a desire for a long time to marry, right? You had a desire. Now, that ain't your girl over here, right? I mean, that desire, but stay tuned even for those kind, right? You had a desire for a long time. I'm speaking, like that desire, they say that little girls have, like you have this dream as a child of the horse and the carriage and all that stuff, that desire for a very long time. And you got to the posture where you feel like it's just never going to happen for you. So maybe you even said to yourself, at this point here, I'm just going to serve the Lord, right? Which is amazing, right? You're going to start to feel your spirit start to awaken back for that desire. But see, it's not going to happen the way you think. It's going to be something like, okay, let's just say you have the mindset, I just want to do God's purpose and calling. I'm just done. I'm done with men. I'm just done. I just want to do, right? It's the mindset that a lot of people have right now. What's going to happen is how you're moving in purpose and calling, and like truly, you're just authentically, you don't even want that. You're going to discover that that's what you need. Not need as in desperate, but need to help you with this purpose. And then you're going to meet a person that everything that you thought about men, if that's you, now that ain't me, because I know there's some great men out here, but everything that you thought about men, because every man that you've met along the way maybe broke your heart or just showed you this, that, and the third, but you're going to discover a man. See, you're going to meet them in your purpose. So when God is sending you on planes to do missionary work, is it missionary work or mission work? Because see, the devil be getting up in my head when I say missionary. Is it mission? Every time I say that, for real, I get like this conviction, because is it mission work or missionary work? No, there's missionary work, right? You know what, Satan? Goodbye. So you're going to meet them while you're in your truth be told. That's really how it really should be. You're never looking for it. Men or women, you're never looking for it. You are moving in purpose and call. You are here more than just being a husband or a wife. Now, granted, that I'm sure that can be some people's purpose in general. I'm sure, like your purpose is to be I don't know. Don't hold me right there. So it truly is always about moving in your purpose and your calling while you're here. And then at the right time, you're going to need somebody. So back to the people who never really had a desire for it. In fact, you really enjoy being in your purpose and your calling, and you just never had that desire. Contrary to most people popular belief, everybody, including women, does not have that urgent desire like the average person have. Now, granted, it's very rare, and I do believe it's more spiritual based, because again, God can truly use you more, man or woman, when you're not married. But then there's going to come a time where he hits you with, okay, you never had that desire, but in what season? You have to be sensitive, because it's still obedience over emotions, but in what seasons? And many of us have capped this season. We've capped how far we can go now in the spiritual realm without some kind of, and it doesn't even have to be marriage, right? But with some kind of ordained kingdom partnership. Getting where you're fitting right there. The next shift is too major. You're going to have solid people, a solid team, a solid partner, a solid kingdom spouse. It's a must. It's a must. So even if you don't have that desire, you're now discovering yourself feeling more so less like, you know what, Lord, it is what it is, whatever you want. Because we know the safest place to be is in his will. So you're at a posture of surrender. Some of you guys may have been divorced and feel like, I will never do it again. But it's because you married the wrong person. God didn't tell you that man was your husband. God didn't tell you that. Did you even ask God about this lady? Or because she was thick? You married a thick witch. Now you want to do this. Now you want to turn around and blame God. No. And the truth is, when you discover truly who was always for you, like these are the people who truly wait on God seriously, like you're just not going to do something just to do it, like you're going to really wait on God to connect it, you will discover a whole different feel and urge that you will want it, right? You will want it, not try to force it. You will actually want it. But it's your season. Those of you who've been waiting on marriage, those of you who maybe you were serving a ministry where you know you were gifted, however, God kind of had you in the background. Like maybe you were, I don't know, they had you housekeeping, but you were probably more anointed than the person. Honey, all that was training. And you know what else that was? Humbling you. Humbling you. Let me just tell you guys something. Let one of my staff call me and say their kids are sick or they can't. Honey, I'm going to work. I mean, I work, but you get. I'm going hands on with my patients. I do it all the time, as a matter of fact. So what he's doing is he's teaching you how to remain humble. And he's testing you. You know, another thing that he does in those times like that, it gives you staying power. See, a lot of people don't have staying power. Now, I got staying power. Now, I'm not staying with like people. Like, I'm not staying with disrespect, right? But like when it comes down to jobs, assignments, anything that requires building and longevity, I'm staying. I got great, that's one thing I can toot my own horn on. I have great staying power. A lot of people don't have staying power. You guys, not you guys, but they hop around like rabbits and chicken with their head cut off. When something not working, they're gone. You get a job 3 months, you're gone. You done been to 50 jobs just this year alone. You can't build like that. You can't build like that. It requires determination and staying power. You got to stay. Sometimes God will have you staying somewhere where you feel devalued. Now, again, I'm not speaking relationships. If that's you, maybe God have you there for a reason. Maybe he's like, that ain't me. Just I'm sorry. Now I'll take that back. I have been convicted at one point to stay somewhere longer where I was truly ready to go, but I didn't have the spiritual release. But honey, when I got that spiritual release, your girl was going the next second, right? But I'm speaking more so less, just getting where you fit in. He will build your staying power. And another thing he'll do, Jesus, yes, Lord. He'll keep you there to build your character in the one area you're struggling with. So for me, transparent, patience have not always been my strong point. I'm so much better now, but that's the whole point. He will keep you somewhere to work on your character because you're going to need it where you're going. How in the world I'm going to open the door for you to have access to people who are going to be pulling at you, and you have no patience? You'll be snapping at the people every 2 minutes. If you're snapping at one or two, how in the world are you going to handle 1,000? Oh, they're all pulling at you. Because I get overstimulated easily. I'm the empath, right? I feel all that energy all at one time. That's why I don't do Walmarts. I don't do big. Leave me alone, right? Please, just let me go back to my corner somewhere. Turn on this rain system. Read a book and leave me alone. Let me go sit with the deers in nature. I just want peace, right? That's what we want. But that's not serving. So serving, you're going to be, all these people are going to have access to you. So he have to develop you. So now, finally, I'm at a place, don't try me because I'm not all the way, but I'm at a place now where I know how to stay in my center. Even when I'm being I truly don't have it perfected, but I'm so much better. And I think that's what God wants. He just wants us to get better and to know what do you call when you go to therapy and they give you when it's like ways to deal with something, when you know something is about to happen and then you prepare yourself for it. Oh my goodness, I can't think of the word. Somebody please help me out right there. But he wants us to be, at least to our core, strong enough that even when we recognize something, we know how to tap in and then like insulate ourselves where it doesn't. So it doesn't mean you're going to always get it right or get it perfect, but he just needs it to be enough where there's a grace that will be able to carry us through. So he's going to work on certain things and he keeps you there until you really get to the point. Like, for example, you may be on a job, honey, and you don't like that boss. Like seriously, like you're always clapping back at the boss. And you know, and you may be searching for another job. God will take every application and every resume and let them people reject you and tell you no, because he's going to keep you there until you learn to close your mouth. How in the world, you're praying for a husband, but yet you can't even respect the boss. It doesn't matter if the boss is I don't know. It's still your boss. It's still authority. But you want a husband, but you can't even respect the boss, right? So he works, and those are just examples. So he works on all of that before he elevates us. But guys, whatever it may be, those of you who are currently tapping, it is your season. Everything God has shown you, everything God has promised you, if you're in alignment, if you are disciplined, if it's obedience over emotions, right? If you are spiritually sensitive, all those things, it's your season. Finally, chosen ones, it's your season. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.